Overflows.
Inner emptiness, the mystery. Inner emptiness is the mystery, seems mysterious and difficult to understand, and often even difficult to attain to this state. There is nothing that is going to fill this emptiness. If you are waiting, hoping, and desiring, you are not empty really. If you are waiting that something, some unknown force will descend upon you, then too you are not empty. This hope is there, this desire is there, this longing is there. So do not desire for something to fill you. Simply be empty. Do not even wait. Emptiness is unknown. When you are really empty, the unknown has descended upon you. It is not that first you become empty and then the unknown enters. Both happen simultaneously. You are empty and then the unknown has entered. There is not even a single moment's gap. The emptiness and the unknown are one, two sides of the same coin. Inner emptiness itself is the mystery. You cannot feel it, you cannot know it. Certainly you can be it. Remember, when inner emptiness is there, you are not. In the beginning, this appears to you as emptiness. Indeed, that is only appearance. Because you have always been filled with ego, really you are feeling the absence of ego now. That is why you feel empty. First, ego disappears, but the feeling that ego is no more creates a feeling of emptiness. First, ego disappears, but the feeling that ego is no more creates a feeling of emptiness, just the absence. There is a feeling that something is there, and now it is no more. The ego has disappeared, but the absence of ego is felt. First, ego will disappear, and then the absence of ego, that ego is not there. Means I'm sitting in the chair, the person is not there, so you feel first the absence of the person, then you feel the the chair is empty. First ego will disappear, then the absence of ego. So I have disappeared for you, sitting on the chair. And then the absence is also disappeared. Only then you will be really empty. And to be really empty is to be really filled with something. That inner space which is created by the absence of ego is the divine. The emptiness that is created by the absence of ego is divine. The divine is not to come from somewhere else. You are already that. Because you are filled with ego, so you cannot realize it. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it. A filmy barrier of ego prevents you. Upanishads say, Tat Tvam Asi. These are the three words. Tat Tvam Asi. is a Sanskrit phrase meaning that thou art. You are already that which you are, but you are not aware. This is one of the four great sayings of the Upanishads, a core concept of non-dual Vedanta, the school of Sanatan Sanskriti. It emphasizes the fundamental unity of the individual soul and the universe, the universal, the cosmic, the divine consciousness, the Brahman. The three words Tat, Tom, Asi. Let me explain the meaning of these. Tat is the first word. It refers to the ultimate reality, the absolute consciousness, which is known as consciousness of Brahman, the universal consciousness or the divine. This universal consciousness is referred as Brahman, Brahma. That is why Ishopanishad, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the ever-expanding consciousness. This is not mere a statement, but it is a deep feeling within. Tom means you in Sanskrit, thou, referring to the individual soul or Atman. And the last word now, Asi. Asi is a word, means are or is. This indicates the identity between the two, the subject and the object, that connects the object and the subject, the Tat, which is the absolute consciousness, and Tom is you or thou that has to attain to that state, and Asi connects the two. You are that you already are. Just there is a veil, a curtain that needs to be, and that is of ignorance that has to be removed. It suggests that true nature of the self is the same as that of the ultimate reality, Brahman, the ever-expanding consciousness. This understanding can lead to a sense of oneness and realization of the divine within oneself. First, you have to experience it within, that you are connected. You and the cosmos are not different. The inner and the outer are one. Means the air that is inside you, that you have breath in, you have breathed in, is the same as that fills the entire cosmos. The cosmos is nothing else but the air that is there. And now you have breathed in. So inner and outer has become one. Then the same way, the inner and outer of the others are also connected, whether the person is aware or not, but you are aware of it. When ego has dropped, the barrier has dropped, the curtain is no more there, nothing is to come. Whatsoever is to come is already there. That is what Tattvam Asi means, that thou art. You are already that which you are aspiring to be. Just there is a curtain and you are unaware. You are asleep. You have to be awakened from that deep slumber. Remember this, that nothing new is going to come to you. Whatsoever is possible is already there, actual. So the question is not of achieving something. Question is only of discovering something. The treasure is there, just covered. You uncover it, and when you become a realized, and then you become a realized. Buddha was asked, Buddha was asked so many times, what have you gained? What you have achieved? Buddha is reported to have said, I have achieved nothing. Rather, on the contrary, I have lost myself, the ego and all that was I considered as my reality, I have lost. I have not achieved anything, rather, on the contrary, I have lost myself, and that which I have achieved was already there. So I cannot say that I have achieved anything. I was unaware of my reality. Now I have become aware of that. But I cannot say that I have achieved it. Rather, on the contrary, now I wonder how it was possible that I have been unaware of this. I did not know it before. I did not know before that I was already this. I had this. Sometimes it happens that you have some money in your wallet and you have forgotten. You say, oh, I did not know that I already had this. And this kind of a surprise happens to you. And it was always there, just by the corner, and just a turning was needed. You cannot feel it, you cannot know it, you can become it, you are it. And when inner space is there, you are not. There are two words for emptiness. One which will translate in English into emptiness, or rikt. Rikt means empty. Both, there is a subtle difference between rikt means is a Indian Hindi word, and emptiness is an English word. Again, meaning of the two is emptiness. It simply means absence of something. And there is another word, shunya, means zero. It has a circumference, but there is nothing inside it. So you are a circumference which has nothing inside. And this is the entire concept of the inner development, shunyata. Again, meaning is emptiness. It simply means the absence of something, and the other is shunyata, for which in the Western language there is no equivalent word. It's a zero, it's a circumference which is empty within. Zero is a circumference. That is why zero is not a number. It is the existence, that kind of experience. Shunyata is emptiness from one side and fullness from the other side. For example, the room is full of people and furnitures and things. We can empty it. All the people can leave the room, and all the furniture can be removed from the room. And then somebody can come and see and can say the room is empty. He is just seeing one side of the phenomena. What he is saying is that things that were there in the room are not there anymore. But he is forgetting that now the room is full of something which is known as roominess. The room has more space now, means it is more roomy. That's why sometimes we say that it is roomy now. Space now, and it has more space than it had before. Before it was cluttered, full with the people and furniture and other things. The space was cut out into the pieces, furniture, people, etc. Now it is clean and it is pure. Now it is itself full of itself, and that is the meaning of the word shunya or zero in the East. So this is the very concept of emptiness.